affirmation today. I begin each day anew. In our New Thought faith, we talk a lot about letting go and letting God, but I like to get to some of the more instructional things because some people will say, well, how do I do that? And one of the ways is by beginning each day as its own new day. And this is a very, very wonderful affirmation to start your day with, and know that as you greet each day to start it anew. I mean, the reality is things are going to happen. If somebody hit your car and you have a big dent in it yesterday, you're not going to wake up and suddenly the dent's going to be gone. But certainly, you know what? The anxiety, the anger, the fear about what happened at that time, that's going to be gone. That's going to be behind you. That let go of and just move on and approach that new day with happiness and joy and great expectation. Know that, as we talk about a lot, that you are indeed a perfect child of God. You're created in the image of God, and God is perfect, and therefore you are perfect. And we are meant to have lives of great health, great happiness, and great prosperity. So when you begin each day with that mindset and greet the world with nothing but that, well, of course, where are you going to go but up? So holding on to what happened the day before is sometimes a very, very, very untoward, and it's going to take you down, and it's not going to let you enjoy all those things we just talked about. I'm sure that at some point in their lives, like me, everybody's heard, their mother or a friend, relative, coworker, I'm still mad at you from when you blah, blah, blah. I'm sure at some time in our lives we've all heard that. Somebody is still mad at us for something. We talk about a lot to a New Thought that we don't have any control over the way other people think. We do have the option to control the way that we think. And then also, we somehow, in some little ways, we can control the way other people think because through the way that we live, through observation, through being these perfect New Thought students, we do send out that message. When you're the person who comes in every day and you're happy and you're smiling and nothing ever seems to get you down, well, you know, people around you, they're going to be curious about that. How is it that this person, in the face of anything untoward and all, you know, bad news, bad weather, bad everything, is always so happy and uplifted? And of course, they're going to be curious about that. And so by living this life of example, you'll have some small effect on that. But again, we don't have control over that. So let them be the one who's still mad at you for whatever, but don't you be the one still mad at somebody or still upset with somebody or still hurt over some slight that you perceive that happened or some slight that really did happen, because it's yesterday. It has no place in today. You know, I'm always loath to stand up here and sound like something out of a fortune cookie, but I'm sure that we've all, you know, heard wonderful, wonderful things about living in today. You know, the past is the past, tomorrow's the future, but today's the present, and that's why it's called the present, because it's a gift. And I think some other wonderful analogies about there's only 2 days in the year that you have nothing to do with that are useless, and that is yesterday and tomorrow, because the only thing you need to worry about is today. And again, I hate to sound like a fortune cookie, but, you know, these are such wise words, so it makes good sense that they get around and they get into circulation. And I'm sure that, you know, the fortune cookie printing company probably sat in a New Thought class and said, you know what, I think we're going to put that in a fortune cookie. Because, of course, we originate all these wonderful ideas. I begin each day anew. A while back, I had some dental issues. So I went and had oral surgery, only to find out that I had to have another oral surgery on another tooth. And, you know, a lot of private insurance plans, they have they only pay out X number of dollars a year, and that's it. And so that was happening. And then my health insurance has a big deductible too. And so all these bills were rolling in, and I was sort of, you know, not addressing them. I just let the envelopes pile up, and, you know, when I get a little ahead, I'm going to sit down. And so I did, and, you know, I started with one of the first ones was from one of the dental places, and, you know, I sat down with a heavy heart, and the very first one I opened, it was actually a refund check because I'd overpaid them. So, see, by living in yesterday and still worrying about it, not greeting each day anew, you know, I could have cashed that check earlier and spent that whole $3.50 on something else. But it was the fear and the angst of it that I was bringing over from the day before, whereas I should have started each day anew and let each thing, each circumstance, each situation be its own and embrace it in the way that I, as a New Thought student, know that I should, with great great zest and great zeal, and know that through all circumstances and all situations, the more positive energy we put out there, the more positive energy is going to be out there. And that's the world we live in. We create our reality. We create the world we live in. By being a naysayer or afraid of opening the envelope because you don't want to deal with the bill, you're not getting the reward that might be in there. So our question this week, as you're going through the week and you're working with things, do I let yesterday cloud my today? So ask yourself, as you're going through the week, what am I doing today? What am I thinking about? What is my thought process that's holding me back from truly embracing this day and each and every new day as a wonderful, wonderful, exciting new adventure? Am I carrying stuff from yesterday, from last week, from last month, from 10 years ago that I need to know there's no point in holding on to the negative, hurt, upset emotions? I mean, you know what? That dent's going to be in your door. It's going to be in your door. But the upset, the anxiety, the fear over the situation, that doesn't have to be with you anymore. It can just be a dent in the door. And Lord knows we live in Southern California. There's so many cars. I think it's inevitable you're going to get a dent in your car sometime. So there's no sense stressing out about it because it's going to be there. So don't let your yesterday cloud your today. Start each day anew. And the good news is that each day we begin anew. What happened yesterday is in the past. The things that hurt us, annoyed us, or held us back, they are behind us, which is a wonderful thing. Whenever you leave something, it's behind you. It's in the past. You don't need to look back. All those things are behind us. Each day is a new day that the Lord has made. Rejoice and be glad in each and every new day. So as you start the day, for a lot of people, Monday's the big start of the work week. So hopefully I got something inspiring. So when you get up and look in the mirror, you say, I'm going to start this day anew. It doesn't matter what happened on Friday. It doesn't matter what happened Saturday, Sunday. Well, what happened Sunday matters, of course, because you're here, you're getting the good news. But none of the hurt, none of the angst, none of the upset, it doesn't matter because you can't change it. It's done. Holding on to it is just going to shorten your life and make you miserable and upset and all kinds of things. So begin each day anew. If the Lord went to all that work to create each day a new, bright, sparkling day, then you need to go and enjoy it as a new day, not holding on to what happened in the past.